was by the low, you didn't see me distribute. You know that girl diagnosed me, that shit I gave you. Get me, I get a true shit on me, I shit on you. Tell me I see this in the whole attention, get out of fucking you, trying to take it all. I said, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who told the truth and never let the people see a flaw? Hey. Fuck all these hoes thinking that they wrong. And who been killing all these niggas while they start strong? And who the fuck is you these bitches could redo my song? And neither one of these bitches can't say how we hold it down. She tried to bitch me with that pussy, told her hold it down. Let's play a game, just close her eyes and let me burn you down. Tell me I'm secret to the whole thing, I'm on it. Attention, see, get out of fucking me, trying to take it all. I'm saying, and let it roll to you, nigga. Who the realest of them all? Who told the truth and never let the people see a flaw? And who the fuck got all these hoes thinking that they wrong? And who been killing all these niggas? If you let a fuck die, to the demons in your house, and what you know, be crucified. If I'm seeing 38, triple nine, static, we got the stuff that we received all the night. Hey, did I do it? Say no.
chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They get to him as he throws. And the defense making a play and getting his hand on that pass. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. At this point in the season, you're probably at if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
And it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
He misses his man, the accuracy. Not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third downs. Their first opportunity, that one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
The Bruins will punt this one away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got the back over the middle. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man on the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. On target.
And how nice is it, David, on third down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice third down conversion.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And you can have that kind of success on first down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Might be calling a hot route. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
You know, it's too bad that wasn't a bomb down the field, because if it was, that would have been a highlight that everybody would have seen. Because that goes for very minimal yardage, no one will see it unless you were here live watching, but what a great catch.
Lost a throw on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He wants to change this route. Gets the back moving. He'll throw on 3rd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Nelson. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the 1st half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Hauls it in. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
It's so nice as a quarterback, but it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll bring it out. It's Nelson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came down.
He's got it along the sideline.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it all right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Huskers are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Nelson. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got him downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, fine.
Breaks into the open. The tag, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Nelson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Finds his back in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw into running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Gibbs. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Oh, he loves to fire.
Yeah, come on, bro. That's crazy.
And he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Oh, my God, bro. They not letting me pick this shit.
And we are down to 10 seconds to go.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCLA.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll try the run. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bruins will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do you do?
I hit the wrong button.
Taking it away. He's at the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the Bruins will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Offense set on first down. They'll leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Using the quick game. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. I'm not taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time.
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
From the gun. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to...
All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bruins. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Cincinnati is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 31 to Arizona State.
Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Oh, what a cut! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. The Huskers have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Wants to go up top on first down. Time to take a shot. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Wants to fire on second down. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on 4th.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking for the goal line. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with it.
Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got an open man. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big block.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Snagged out of the air. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Hunt is on its way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. He fires to the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab inside the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field.
Unleashes one deep. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at him. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third. He's got his man. And he's down after making the catch. But not reached the line to gain. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
What a clutch play by your special teams. Fourth quarter, you're trailing. You need a play. You're about to have to put your defense on the field. It's hard to score, obviously, on defense. And now you get the ball right back to your offense in one play. Nice.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.